Okay, today I'm going to do a test on the Rev-x product and see if it makes a difference on this truck. Usually if it's Stiction, it works pretty good. It'll help to free up the injectors and actually save you a lot of time and money. But if it's worn injectors, obviously it can't fix that. But it does help with the varnish or the Stiction issue. Now it's not very cold here in the desert Southwest. Its mornings are still in the 70s. But the key has not been turned on yet. What we want to listen for is a nice, crisp, all the injectors, the pre-cycle clatter. If it sounds spotty, that's actually a sticking injector. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the key on. We'll listen to it first, how it sounds, and see if we can actually hear an injector sticking. I'm going to go ahead and cycle the key. Okay, that wasn't the normal sound that we do want to hear, so that's good actually, because now we'll be able to do it tomorrow morning or a couple of days from now when we try it again after the Rev-x additive. We can see if it sounds any better. So let's go ahead and monitor the Fickum voltage and the in-cylinder contribution. Okay, I'm about ready to do the first startup. A few things I want to watch is the engine coolant temperature. Get it in focus here. There's the coolant temperature and the oil temperature. Again, I'm out here in Indio, California, and right now in September, it doesn't cool off too much in the mornings, as you can tell. But anyhow, the Fickum power, we're going to see what it is. The injection control pressure regulator, how hard it's working, and the load. Load's a good one to watch because that's a calculation. If the injectors are sticking, we'll see our load percentage high, and we'll see if it makes any difference with it. So it's kind of a true test to see if it makes a difference on the if the Rev-x makes a difference. And here we are. The load's 40. You can see it's changing as the engine started to miss. I don't know if you caught that or not. But the load pretty much it's close to 50, 47, 48. Percentage. So we'll go ahead and check this tomorrow after driving it and see if it actually made a difference on the load calculations and the IPR percentage, but especially the load. I want to see a difference on that. Let's go ahead and watch the cylinder contribution. I'm going to put it in enhanced mode, which makes it where every cylinder gets the same amount of fuel. Right now the computer's compensating and can add fuel to the weak injectors. So here we are in the enhanced mode where everybody gets the same. C2's way down. 3, 5, down there, but I'm going to give a little bit of throttle here. Okay, again, that's an enhanced mode, so every injector gets the same amount of fuel. And we can see which ones are, when everything's equal, which ones are contributing. So we have a 2, 3, 5, and 8. I watch guys make different claims, so I'm going to go ahead and add it directly here at the oil filter. Give it every possible benefit to help out the most. Adding 2 bottles. Another thing I'll point out here while we're doing this, Matco has a new socket. It's pretty cool. It works on the the 6.0 oil filters and the fuel filters below, and also on the 7.3 these notches are cut out for the stock 7.3 fuel filter lids. So it's a pretty cool socket from Matco. It's a David Frank 36 DFF 36. Okay, here we are the next morning. This is the injector pre-cycle clatter. Let's see if we hear any difference. Actually did sound a little better. Let's go ahead and check out the load and the misfire. Here we are, the Fickham voltage and the temps. I'm going to get it ready to do the misfire check. The power balance. Second the key, get the glow plugs a chance. That's the enhanced mode right there. Got that in the enhanced mode. It definitely made a difference. Let's check it out here. Back and take it out of the enhanced mode. Go back and check load. The load's down too. I drove it probably 30 miles yesterday with the Rev-x in it. Okay, the vehicle's been sitting now for 3 days, and it's now Friday morning. Originally I put the stuff in Monday morning, did the first initial startup Tuesday morning, drove it again Tuesday. That startup, just for the record, was good. Drove it around Tuesday, everything was good, so I let it sit. Now it's Friday morning, early. I'm going to go ahead and do the pre-cycle. Let's hear it, see if it sounds any different after sitting for 3 days. Okay, that was a pre-cycle. Not really sure what to make of that, but I'm going to go ahead and start the IDS up now that I have the key on, and then we'll monitor cylinder contribution and load percentage and see what we have going on there. Okay, so here we go. Turn it on, let the glow plugs do theirs. Okay, glow plug light is out. Actually sounds pretty good. Running good there. I'm going to put it in the enhanced mode. Okay, again, this is in enhanced mode where the computer's not compensating for anything. take it out of here. Let's look at load. Load has definitely dropped. Stiction voltage is good. And this is our cylinder contribution with the computer able to take over and give more fuel as needed for each cylinder. I'm going to go ahead and leave it normal, give it some gas to see what happens. Just for the record, that is normal, how you see the ups and downs. They will all do that. I would have to pretty much swear that it made a difference, without a doubt, because we did not change the oil. We did nothing different on this truck besides the Rev-x, and it's definitely made a difference. Also because it's here the temperature drops by almost 20 degrees. I can show you what that is actually too. Go ahead and highlight that. See what show the temperatures now. Here we have oil temp, coolant temp. Let's go ahead and go with the intake air temp also. So we have intake air temp 1 and 2. That's what it is right now. That's after it's been running for a few minutes. You can see here it's intake air temperature is actually in the 60s. So the temperature's dropped quite a bit too by 20 degrees, and it still ran better. I know some of you guys are laughing. 60 degrees is a cold morning, but it's the way it is out here in the desert. We also get 120 degree days. That's the noise, the sound of the injector pre-clatter. It's been about a month. The customer is a friend of mine. He took the truck, he's been driving it, said it's got a whole lot better on the cold morning startups, so he left it for me to go ahead and finish this video up. So that's the sound of the pre-clatter. Now I'll go ahead and monitor load and monitor cylinder contribution. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cycle the key. Monitor the thicken voltage, the load. And we go ahead and fire it up. Here we go. There's our load down there at what, 32%. Thicken voltage looks good. Watch cylinder contribution here. There we are without being in the enhanced mode. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the enhanced mode to where all the injectors get the same amount of fuel, and let's see if any of them show up missing. But without it, this thing's actually running even, and it's pretty impressive because he used to have to use a block heater to get this thing started. So there we are in the enhanced mode. It was still down, I guess, on 2 and 3 a little bit. But if we take it out of that again, let the computer compensate, give each injector the fuel it needs to run even. You can see the engine is capable of running even. So I would have to say that if stiction is your problem, not wear, it definitely helps.